The decision that changes everything: 6 months, 180 days. That doesn't sound like a long time. Most people can remember what they were doing 6 months ago. The problem is most people will be doing exactly the same thing 6 months from now. The same job, the same routine, the same salary, the same excuses, not because they lack intelligence, not because they lack opportunity, but because meaningful change rarely happens in a single day. It happens through small decisions that almost nobody notices. Every major technological revolution has created two groups of people. The first group watches history unfold. The second group quietly prepares for it. 20 years ago, the internet created opportunities that millions ignored. Some believed websites were unnecessary. Others thought online businesses would never replace traditional commerce. A small number of people chose to learn anyway. Years later, many of those early learners built companies, careers, and industries that reshaped the world. Today, artificial intelligence represents another turning point, not because it performs magic, not because it guarantees success, but because it is rapidly becoming one of the most valuable tools in modern work. Businesses are redesigning workflows, professionals are increasing productivity, entrepreneurs are launching companies with fewer resources than ever before. The opportunity isn't reserved for genius programmers or Silicon Valley founders. It's increasingly available to anyone willing to learn consistently. Yet most people never begin. They watch tutorials, they save videos, they bookmark articles, they promise themselves they'll start next week, the next month, then someday. And while they're waiting, someone else is building, learning, experimenting, improving. Those small improvements compound over time. Imagine two people starting today. They have the same education, the same experience, the same ambition. One spends the next 6 months consuming content without taking action. The other spends just one focused hour each day learning how to solve real problems with AI. At first, the difference is invisible. After a few weeks, it's still small, but after 6 months, one has knowledge. The other has capability. Capability changes careers. Capability creates opportunities. Capability earns trust. This documentary isn't about becoming rich overnight. It isn't about chasing shortcuts, and it certainly isn't about replacing hard work. It's about building a skill that may become increasingly valuable as AI becomes part of everyday business. Over the next 18 minutes, you'll see a practical roadmap for developing that skill. No hype, no unrealistic promises, just a structured path that thousands of professionals, entrepreneurs, and students are already beginning to follow. Because 6 months from today, the calendar will move forward whether you prepare or not. The real question is, when that day arrives, will your future look any different from today? The skill companies are quietly looking for walk into almost any modern business today, and you'll notice something unusual. The workload isn't getting smaller, it's getting larger. More emails, more meetings, more reports, more customer requests, more data, more decisions. Yet many companies aren't solving this problem by hiring twice as many employees. Instead, they're asking a different question. How can one person accomplish the work that previously required an entire team? The answer isn't working longer hours. It's learning how to work differently. Across industries, artificial intelligence is becoming a productivity multiplier. Marketing teams generate campaign ideas in minutes instead of days. Sales professionals research clients before meetings without spending hours online. Software developers identify bugs faster and accelerate routine coding tasks. Financial analysts organize massive datasets in a fraction of the usual time. Customer support teams respond more quickly using AI-assisted workflows. Human resources departments streamline repetitive administrative tasks, allowing recruiters to spend more time with people instead of paperwork. The professionals benefiting most aren't necessarily AI experts. They're the people who understand how to combine their existing skills with AI. A designer can create more concepts in less time. A writer spends less time staring at a blank page and more time refining ideas. A business owner automates repetitive operations and focuses on growth. An engineer spends less time searching for information and more time solving complex technical challenges. The pattern is the same across almost every profession. AI isn't replacing expertise. It's increasing the value of people who know how to use it effectively. This is why companies are investing billions of dollars into AI adoption, not because it's fashionable, but because time is expensive. Every repetitive task completed by AI gives people more time for creativity, judgment, communication, and decision-making. Those human strengths become even more valuable when repetitive work is reduced. This is the opportunity many people overlook. They're searching for the perfect AI tool, but successful professionals focus on something far more important. They learn how to solve real business problems. Technology will continue to evolve. Today's popular AI tools will eventually be replaced by better ones. But the ability to understand a problem, design an efficient workflow, and use AI to improve it, That's a skill that remains valuable regardless of which software becomes popular next. And that's exactly the skill we're going to build over the next 6 months. Because once you understand how businesses create value with AI, you'll stop asking, "What tool should I learn?" You'll start asking, "What problem can I solve?" That single question has the power to change an entire career. Why most people fail even when AI is free if AI has become so powerful? Why aren't millions of people already changing their lives? The answer isn't a lack of opportunity, it's a lack of direction. Every day, thousands of people download the newest AI tools, watch endless tutorials, and bookmark dozens of websites. For a few days, they're excited. They experiment. They generate images. They ask ChatGPT a few questions. They watch another video. Then, they stop. A week later, they've learned almost nothing that creates real value. The problem isn't motivation. The problem is consuming instead of building. Watching videos doesn't create income. Collecting AI tools doesn't create skills. Saving prompts doesn't create experience. Only solving real problems does. The people making money with AI aren't using secret software. Most of them use the same tools available to everyone. The difference is how they use them. They don't wake up asking, "What new AI tool launched today?" They ask, "What valuable problem can I solve today?" That simple mindset changes everything. Every business has repetitive tasks. Every creator has limited time. Every entrepreneur has bottlenecks. Every professional has work that could be done faster. Those bottlenecks are opportunities. AI becomes valuable only when it removes friction, saves time, reduces costs, or improves results. That's what businesses pay for. Not prompts, not fancy automation, not complicated workflows. They pay for outcomes. This is why someone with just a few AI tools but a clear understanding of business problems can outperform someone who knows hundreds of tools without a plan. Over the next 6 months, your goal isn't to master every AI platform. Your goal is to become the person who sees inefficiency and knows exactly how to fix it. Because companies don't reward people for knowing technology. They reward people for creating value. And once you understand that principle, AI stops feeling like another trend. It becomes one of the most powerful career accelerators you'll ever learn. The 6-month roadmap, imagine where you could be just 6 months from now. Not because artificial intelligence suddenly becomes smarter, but because you become more valuable. The next 6 months aren't about learning everything. They're about learning the right things in the right order. Month 1 begins with understanding AI itself. Learn how large language models work. Master prompting. Understand why AI succeeds and why it sometimes fails. Don't memorize prompts. Learn how to think with AI. Month 2 is all about productivity. Use AI to write faster, research faster, organize information, summarize documents, create presentations, save hours every week. At this stage, your goal isn't making money, it's saving time. Month 3 is where automation begins. Connect AI with your everyday tools. Automate repetitive tasks. Build simple workflows. Let software handle work that once required constant attention. This is where AI stops feeling like a chatbot and starts becoming your digital assistant. Month 4 focuses on solving business problems. Every company has repetitive work: customer support, content creation, lead generation, reporting, documentation, inventory, scheduling. Instead of asking, "What AI tool should I use?" start asking, "What problem costs this business the most time?" That's where opportunity lives. Month 5 is about creating value. Build small AI solutions. Offer automation services. Create AI-powered workflows. Help businesses save time. When you save a company time, you're creating money, and businesses gladly pay for that. Month 6 is about scaling. Build a portfolio. Share your work. Improve your systems. Learn from clients. Keep refining. By now, you won't simply know AI. You'll know how to create results with AI. And that's the difference companies are willing to pay for. How AI can create income, people often ask. Can AI make me money? The better question is, can AI help me create value? Because money always follows value. AI doesn't print money. It helps you produce more, serve more clients, finish projects faster, build businesses with fewer resources. Imagine you're a freelancer. Instead of completing 1 project every week, you finish 3. Your income grows without working 3 times harder. Imagine you're an entrepreneur. Customer emails are answered automatically. Reports generate themselves. Marketing content is ready before breakfast. Your business keeps moving, even while you sleep. Imagine you're employed. Instead of spending hours preparing reports, you finish them in minutes. You become the person who consistently delivers faster and better work. That visibility creates promotions, raises, new opportunities. Some people build AI consulting businesses. Others create automation agencies. Some sell AI-powered digital products. Others teach businesses how to adopt AI. The opportunities are growing every single month, but they all have one thing in common. They solve expensive problems. The bigger the problem, the greater the value. And the greater the value, the greater the income. This isn't about chasing quick money. It's about building skills that businesses are already paying for today. The people who will win every major technological revolution creates two groups of people: those who resist change and those who learn it. The internet created millionaires. Smartphones created entirely new industries. Cloud computing transformed businesses around the world. Artificial intelligence is becoming the next revolution. The winners won't necessarily be programmers or data scientists or AI researchers. They'll be ordinary people who decide to become extraordinary learners. The future belongs to people who combine human creativity with AI efficiency. People who solve problems faster, think more clearly, adapt more quickly, and never stop learning. Your competition isn't artificial intelligence. Your competition is someone using AI more effectively than you. That's the real shift happening today. And every month you delay, the gap becomes larger. The good news, you're still early. The biggest opportunities haven't disappeared. They're only beginning. The decision 6 months from now: artificial intelligence will be more powerful than it is today. Businesses will automate even more work. New careers will continue to appear. The only uncertainty is where you'll stand. Will you still be watching others succeed, or will you become one of the people building the future? The choice doesn't happen 6 months from now. It happens today. One skill, one project, one lesson, one improvement at a time, because careers rarely change overnight. They change through consistent action. Artificial intelligence isn't replacing ambition. It's rewarding the people who act first. The future doesn't belong to those who wait. It belongs to those who prepare. If you found value in this documentary, subscribe to Hardcoded AI. Every week we'll break down the technologies, skills, and opportunities shaping tomorrow. The future isn't coming. It's already here. The only question is, will you build it or watch someone else build it for you?